What up, YouTube? This is GIOSTEALTHR1, and I'm coming to you with one of my most favorite of all my RCs, and this is the Stampede 4x4 VXL, aka STAMPINKY. Now, I've had this RC for a little time now, and by far, for everything that it has and everything that I've done with it, all around is one of the most funnest bashing RCs that I have in my arsenal. Now, I do have the 10 scale E-Revo, the E-Max, and the Summit, and what's another 4x4 that I have, and the Slash 4x4, and by far this is one of the most fun and most durable RCs that I have. I really haven't had any issues of things breaking on this RC. That being said, a few bash sessions that I've done, I've been able to do triple and quadruple flips with this RC car. And surprisingly, I have not been able to break a drive shaft, which, knock on wood, it has been totally awesome for me because, drive shafts are pretty expensive, and usually when I do have upgrades on my RCs, I would go and change them out for steel drive shafts. That being said, I've upgraded this RC with a lot of upgrades. I'm talking about custom pink RPM parts, dusty motor shroud, fan for my ESC and motor, custom body, shock covers, Proline shocks. What else have I done? Proline trenchers, LED lights in the front, LED lights underneath. What else have I done to this RC? Lowering kit by J Concepts. Sorry, I was about to say JC Concepts. And I think at that point, and RC screws all around the RC. And a sway bar kit I ended up throwing on this RC, and I'm sure there's a few other things that I've had on this RC since its initial build, that I ended up acquiring this for a very inexpensive price, which I was really happy on the buy when I got this. But there has been parts that I've been wanting to upgrade on this RC for a while, but they're really, really expensive. And just let me go across and show them to you. These are the Traxxas steel drive shafts for the Slash 4x4, the 10 scale rally, the and the Stampede 4x4, or the Telluride. I believe the Telluride can fit this as well. But let me give you the part numbers. The part numbers are 6851R and 6852R. So this is what I'm planning to do. I'm going to install these drive shafts in this RC, and I already have seen a lot of people utilize these drive shafts on their RCs already. I had the choice of going with putting this in my Slash 4x4 LCG, but for my Stampede 4x4 Stampinky, I have more fun with this RC than almost any one of my RCs. So this was definitely something that I wanted to upgrade on this RC unit, and I'm gonna have a fun. It's pretty easy. I mean, all it is just a removal of a few screws, and then you take out the original drive shafts and then put these in. So it's these are already pre-built, so I don't have to go too crazy on trying to build these up like other companies that like MIP. Not knocking MIP, because I think MIP is a really cool company, but it's definitely a much easier build when you have them like this. So let me take this out of the box. Let me start installing them, and I'll just give you a visual of the final product, and just an up-and-coming details of what I'm going to be doing on my next project for this RC. And hopefully, if I can get all my RCs upgraded and finally complete, because at this point, other than me doing a brand new body, this RC to me will be complete, where I don't have to get any other aftermarket parts for it, and then I can move on to other RCs that once they're done, then I can move on to another RC, and then hopefully this summer I will be able to come across and start going into a bigger scale, like the 1/5 scale. So hopefully I can do that. Let me just get this thing installed, and I'll check you guys out in a few. Alrighty, so I just did the installation of these drive shafts, and they came out pretty nicely. I didn't want to install the tires yet because I just wanted to come across and see what they, well, show you guys what they look like on the RC, and they're really well constructed. I mean, these are pretty much the X01 drive shafts, but just made for this RC, and you know, I think it was definitely a good buy for Stampinky. This RC is almost complete. I think the last thing that I want to do with this RC is most likely get a better servo. I am running the waterproof 2075 servo. I'm most likely going to go with a much stronger servo so I can able to be utilizing those transfers a little bit better. Don't get me wrong, the 2075s are really awesome, but I want something a little bit better. You know, like I said, this is one of my most favorite RCs that I have in my arsenal. So hopefully I can get that that upgrade sooner than later. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, and tell my fellas up on YouTube. Later.